Hello. I just wanted to make this video to kind of educate some people on what not to say to someone with metastatic breast cancer, especially, or stage 4 cancer of any kind. Um, Basically, first of all, I'm going to do a little definition of metastatic breast cancer. First off, metastatic breast cancer refers to breast cancers which have spread, or they use the word metastasize when it comes to cancer, which means spread, to distant regions of the body away from the breast. And some breast cancers, the cancer can go to the lymph nodes, which it says, then they say it metastasized to lymph nodes. But that is not considered metastatic breast cancer. Just want to clear that up. If your breast cancer has went to your lymph nodes, it is not stage 4. It's not metastatic breast cancer. Metastatic breast cancer is when it has went to your lungs, your liver, your bones, or your brain. Those are the main areas in which breast cancer metastasized to first. Mine metastasized to my bones and my liver. My liver is stable, as I have said before. It's just still in my spine and my hips. Okay, since we've established that, metastatic breast cancer is not curable to this day. It is treatable, which is a good thing. But people with metastatic breast cancer are treated for the rest of their lives. For other stages, there's an end to treatment. For metastatic breast cancer, the only end to treatment is when no treatment is working anymore. Okay, now that we've established that, let's get into what you don't say to someone with metastatic breast cancer or stage 4 cancer of any kind. First of all, first point, don't disappear on the person. I know some people tend to say, I will be there, but they end up not being there at all for that person. Don't do that. Okay? Just be honest with the person. Try to be there for them when you can. Everybody has busy lives, but just try to be there for them. Okay. That was quick. Number 2, don't ask when you'll be done with treatment. I already kind of covered this, but for stage 4 or metastatic breast cancer, there's never an end to the treatment until no treatment works anymore. Please don't ask this, because that tends to bring in depression. Because then that person is thinking, oh, I just wish it would end. Another thing that kind of ties into this, don't say, won't you be happy when treatment's over? I've actually had another woman that also has metastatic breast cancer that I've been talking to tell me that somebody asked her this, and she literally said to them, you mean when I die? Will I be happy when I die? She said the shocked look on the other person's face just made her smile, because they didn't even realize that she's going to be on treatment until she basically, her body doesn't respond to treatment anymore. And the cancer will then take over. Yeah, it's not a good thing to think about because, like I said, cancer, the treatment's never going to end. Maybe instead, maybe you should say, what kind of treatment are you on now? How do you feel about that treatment? Ask them what's going on, what are they being treated with? And like I said, ask them how they feel about it. Cancer thrivers have tons of emotions going on all the time. You'll hear me say that a lot because we do. I can't even pinpoint one emotion I have at one point because there's so many all the time. Number 3, don't say there has to be a cure. Would like to think there is, but for metastatic breast cancer, there is not. The fact that breast cancer still takes lives may surprise some people with all the pink publicity that's out there. There's a whole month, Pinktober, that's dedicated just to one cancer but it still takes a lot of lives. What a lot of people don't know is every month has cancer awareness, some sort of cancer awareness. Metastatic breast cancer only has one day. Yeah, one day, October 13th. All these other cancers have full months. Yes, metastatic breast cancer is stage 4 breast cancer. It isn't. And yes, October is breast cancer awareness month. But I'll get to that a little later as far as the whole metastatic breast cancer early stage difference. Yeah. Don't tell them it's a cure, especially if you really don't know. Yeah. Also, don't use a comparison like, why didn't your last treatment work? My family member so-and-so had the same breast cancer and they're doing fine. Why aren't you? First of all, no cancer is exactly like. Everybody's chemistry in their body is different, so everybody reacts differently. Second of all, if your family member has had metastatic breast cancer and is doing fine, that's amazing. She's probably still in treatment, but that's amazing if they're doing fine. And that makes me happy to know that somebody out there is doing fine with metastatic breast cancer because that gives me hope. But still, don't say that my treatment's not working because I'm not at the same stage your family member is at or your friend is at that's had the same. Don't assume. This is what to say instead. Let the cancer thriver know that they feel frightened from everything they're going through. How can you not? You have a disease inside you that is trying to kill you. If you do not feel fear when you have cancer, there is something wrong with you. Sorry, there is. Just let them know you're there. Again, that is a bit of advice I'd give over and over again. Be there for the cancer thriver. They will be grateful. You don't have to say a thing. Just be there. Number 4. This is something I hear all the time. But stay positive. If you know me, you know I'm pretty much a positive person, and I'm a very stubborn person to boot. I don't need to be told to stay positive. Someone with metastatic breast cancer needs their opportunity to get their frustration out, to get their fears out in the open, to get angry at the disease that is trying to kill them, that has no discrimination against age, race, sex, religion, anything. It has no discrimination with who it goes after. Just let them feel what they need to feel. A metastatic breast cancer thriver needs to vent. Let your friend or loved one know that you are there for them, and not just there for them, but they can be real with you with how they're feeling. They don't have to put on the fake smile, like, yeah, I don't feel great, or I don't feel so good, but I'm here. Um, a lot of cancer thrivers do that. I am guilty of it almost every single day. I hate to say that, but I am. Um, so those of you that see me smile a lot, it's not always just me that I feel good. I'm trying to put on a brave face and trying to be positive for those around me, so I don't hear, well, you need to be positive. Yeah, let those in your life may have metastatic breast cancer or stage 4 cancer. Let them know they can be real with you. Let them know that they can tell you their fears, their frustrations, their anger. Let them get it out on you. Let you be the physical cancer to them if that helps them. Because I've thought about that before. Maybe that would help some people. Vent to your webcam. You don't have to post it. You don't have to be like me and post it, but vent to your webcam. It helps. I didn't realize how much this helps me. Getting it out, you feel a little bit more refreshed. But just let them know they can be real with you. Okay, this goes along with that too. Instead of, saying be positive, just let them know, cancer sucks. It is one of the worst things you could ever be diagnosed with. Let them know they can vent to you. Like I said, let them know they can be real. They can vent to you without judgment. Don't judge them. Even if they're severely depressed and they finally let you know that they are depressed, don't judge them. Don't say you need to get out of this, because they need to feel these feelings, these emotions. If not, they'll end up exploding on somebody or something, and you don't want that to happen because you care about this person. And to have an emotional breakdown is not a good thing whatsoever. Believe me, I've held in things on and off for the last few years when going through this cancer journey of mine. And I didn't go off on anybody or break down completely in front of people. I did it by myself in my room. I would break down crying there's so many emotions that go along with this journey. So don't try to be positive in people's faces. Okay, done with that one. Number five. I think a lot of people think this helps some people because they think they're complimenting you, and it kind of is, and at the same time isn't. Saying you're strong, you can beat this. If somebody has stage 4 cancer, especially metastatic breast cancer, there's no beating. Like I discussed in the beginning of this video, that they're going to be on treatment the rest of their life until treatment doesn't work anymore. So don't say that. You can say be strong, but or just not even that, because this makes the thriver, the cancer thriver, think that they haven't been strong and they're disappointing you to begin with. It makes them feel they're disappointing loved ones because they're not being strong enough to fight this. It's a lifelong fight. Keep fighting is another one of these comments that is very similar to stay strong. And you got this. I've been guilty of saying these things. But please just try not to say them. Again, because it makes the person feel weak, like they haven't been fighting strong enough. And of course, they got to keep fighting. If you have metastatic breast cancer, you have no option but to fight. You are fighting for your life. Literally, seriously, every single day. So that person, that thriver does not need to be reminded to keep fighting. I want to say sometimes, yeah, I have no choice. It must be nice to be able to have a choice to fight or not. I don't. Instead of saying any of those things, just tell them you've been a true fighter, a trooper through everything that you've been through. Compliment them on how strong of a fighter they are, not tell them to be strong. Yeah, I think that's the end of that. Okay, this is number 6. Do not whatsoever say, did you smoke? Did you take birth control? Your friend or loved one does not want to hear about possible risk factors that cause their cancer. They need you for support, not to determine what could have possibly caused their cancer. No one cares what caused the cancer. To be honest with you, no one cares. The doctors don't care really what caused it. They're worried about how to stop it, how to slow it down. What's the makeup of this cancer to get the right chemicals to break it down more. That's what they care about. Not really what caused it. Some cancers are genetic, some are not. We really don't know. Me personally, my mother, like I said in an earlier video, my mother had breast cancer also, and two of her cousins also had cancer. They were all diagnosed within 2 months of each other, and they all took the BRCA gene test. I personally took a full panel of gene mutated test or whatever, it was gene testing. My mom and her cousins did not have the BRCA gene. I did not have any gene mutations whatsoever that had to do anything with any type of cancers. So it ended up it was not genetic. Yeah, so do not talk about risk factors with people. Because no one deserves cancer. Instead, tell the person how well they're taking care of themselves. Say you're impressed with how well they're taking care of themselves. That makes them feel better. Then they feel like they're doing something right. All right. This is number 7. Do not tell them that there is a new treatment or an alternative treatment that they could be going through. You don't need to add to their stress, especially with someone with metastatic breast cancer. They're stressed out enough. There's so many decisions to be made. So many decisions to be made as far as treatments. If you throw this in their face and say, did you know that there's this treatment, or you could be doing this, that is going to make them second guess the treatment that they've agreed to do. It may even make them second guess their oncologist. It's not the thing to do. Oncologists are there to help us fight for our lives. And we trust them with our lives. Don't make that cancer thriver doubt the person that they put their life into their hands. Does that make any sense whatsoever? It's great that maybe you read on the internet about some alternative treatments. And I'm sure some of them have come a long way. But personally, I feel I've made the right choice for my journey. And I'm not going to do any alternative treatments that may hurt me in the long run. We don't know, because my chemistry may be different than the people that did the trial before about it. There are tons out there. There may be proof that they work. Some of them work. There may not be proof. But I'm not going to find out. Back the person up on what team they've chose to fight their cancer. And that comes along with, instead say, I think you've made a great choice on your oncologist. You've got a great team to help you fight this. Be behind them. Support them with their decisions that they've made about their treatment. Oh, number 8. Don't say, aren't you glad you have breast cancer instead of one of the other cancers. Yes, I've actually had this said to me. Another thing that's gone along with this. Well, you don't need your breast. Or, hey, you get to get new boobs. Yes, it makes me smile. It makes me laugh a little bit. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I wish I didn't have to go through this to get this. I don't even know what else to say. this comes down to the whole difference between early stage breast cancer and metastatic breast cancer. When you're stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, the breast cancer early stagers, lots of them you don't fit in. Metastatic breast cancer thrivers feel isolated. There's not as much info out there about our disease as there is early stage breast cancer. I'm not going to go into a rant about this right now, but there is proof that some metastatic breast cancer thrivers have went to breast cancer support groups and felt isolated even in breast cancer support groups because the early stage breast cancer fighters tend to not like to have stage 4 cancer thrivers around them because it reminds them of the negative side of breast cancer and just depresses them when you're thinking, these women, this disease is, they're dying from this disease slowly. It hurts. I'm not saying every early stage breast cancer fighter is like this, but there is proof that it has happened, and it's very sad. It makes me very sad to think that some people in a community that's supposed to be for support for this certain cancer pushed away other people just because theirs is further along. Because they don't want to be depressed. They don't want to think about that side. But I have news for you. I was supposedly cancer-free from November 2015 to January 2017. So, it can come back. I don't want to scare you if you've had breast cancer and you've fought it and won, but it can. I just wanted to discuss the fact that early stage breast cancer and metastatic breast cancer, you may think that they're the same, but that they're really not. It's two totally different worlds whatsoever. And again, no cancer is good. Yeah. So don't say, aren't you glad you have breast cancer when no cancer is good whatsoever. Instead of saying that, say your friend or loved one say, I've heard that metastatic breast cancer thrivers, they feel forgotten in the breast cancer movement. How do you feel about that? Let them tell you how they feel about it, how isolated they feel. I know I felt so alone for the longest time. Even just for the first couple of months after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, those 2 months felt like years of me being alone. And then I found support groups just for metastatic breast cancer, and that helped me out so much. Also ask the person what you could possibly do to try to help make a difference. There needs to be more awareness for metastatic breast cancer. There needs to be more research. There's so much that needs to be done. So just educate yourselves. There's plenty of research out there on the internet. And again, back to the whole Pinktober, and metastatic breast cancer only has one day, October 13th. And we don't have a pink ribbon. Metastatic breast cancer's ribbon is not pink. It's 3 different colors. If you want to see what it looks like, you can Google metastatic breast cancer awareness ribbon. It will show you. And also, another thing is that is metastatic breast cancer is the elephant in the pink room. Metastatic breast cancer is the elephant in the pink room. I don't know if any of you have heard that before, but yeah. Okay, number 9. Don't say call me if you need me. The claim here is if you need me. That puts the burden on the person, the cancer survivor. Don't do that. They already feel like a burden. That's the last thing that we want to feel like. I feel like a burden almost every single day, but I try not to let it get to me. I try not to ask for help. I hate asking for help, so I'm just a stubborn person. I go off on so many tangents on this video. I don't know why, but I do. The thing to do instead, tell them, schedule with them a time that you can come over and maybe help them do some housework. They have kids, maybe watch the kids. Maybe schedule a time to watch a movie with them. See if they're feeling well to go out shopping. Just spend time with them, but make sure you schedule it first. Call or text them first. Never just pop in on a cancer fighter. Never. It's not a good idea because they never know how they're feeling day by day. I could be feeling great today, and tomorrow I might not be able to get out of bed. So I can't really plan things. Sometimes it's hour by hour, and I feel awful when I make plans and I can't keep them because maybe the day I made the plan, I felt good, and then the day that the plan comes around, I feel awful. And I don't want to, again, be a burden to people and bring people down, so I just decide not to go. And I do this sometimes, I hate doing this to my friends, but sometimes I just decide ahead of time that I'm not going to go, even if I might be feeling okay that day. But I just go ahead and say I don't think I'm going to go because I don't want to be the person to bring people down if I'm starting to feel bad. Okay, number 10. Don't say I understand. No one understands. Even if I was to talk to another woman that had metastatic breast cancer, it could have started the same way mine did. It could be in her spine, hips, and liver, just like mine, the same exact spots. We're different people. So I won't understand her situation. She won't understand mine. Don't say you understand. And instead, just tell them, be honest with them. I have no idea what you're going through. But I want you to know I'm here for you. You can be honest with me and let me know how you're feeling. That helps. Number 11. Do not tell someone they don't look sick. Most women with metastatic breast cancer do not look like they have metastatic breast cancer until near the end of their disease. That's when you really start to lose weight and just... Anyway, I'm not going to go into that or even think about that right now because that's going to be far in the future for me. Don't tell them they don't look sick. That makes them think, oh, this person doesn't believe that I'm even sick. They think you think they're lying. I've thought this before because people say, oh, you look healthy. Well, thank you, but does that mean that you don't even believe that I have cancer? I know it doesn't, but in the back of my mind, I'm just letting you know how people with cancer think. We don't think like everybody else. I wish I thought like I used to, but I don't. Yeah. This just brings all those negative thoughts of self-image to our heads. Also, instead focus on the personality, how loving, giving, generous, all those good qualities that the person has, their personality. Compliment that. That is what makes a person a person. That in their mind. Just don't focus on the physical. Focus on the person. This is the last one. I didn't really number it, but number 12. Do say, I don't know what to say. Don't let the fear of saying the wrong thing keep you from saying anything. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Don't be afraid to say something and it be the wrong thing instead of not saying anything at all. If you don't know what to say to the cancer thriver, say, I really don't know what to say right now. They'll accept that 100%. I know I would. I'd be like, okay, that's fine. I understand that you don't know what to say right now. Because sometimes as a cancer thriver, I don't know what to say. Especially to some of the things that people say to me. I really don't know what to say. My last advice really is just be there for the cancer thriver that's in your life. Really be there. Don't just say you'll be there. Be there for them. Let them know you love them. And if they need to vent, let them vent and let them be real with you. Again, I want to thank everyone for your support. And without you, I wouldn't be the strong person I am. With all of my friends, family, and coworkers backing me. If you like this video, please hit the like below. And also, if you could please subscribe, it would actually help me out if you did. Thank you, and that will be the end of this video. And there will be many more. Thank you.